It's Lynne with Soft Squares. It's Saturday, November 19th, 2022, and that means it is time for the Saturday stitch-ation. Okay guys, this is going to cover a lot of stuff. The Saturday stitch-ation video is a new series. It's going to be coming on every Saturday at 3 p.m. unless there's an issue. And I'm going to be going over a lot of things. It's not necessarily a project-based video, although there might be some tips or something kind of snuck in there. But Monday is the Makers Monday. Makers Monday is on Mondays at 3 p.m. This one also airs at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. But Monday's video series is about a project, a tutorial, something specific. And where today's is kind of a recap and a general information. But you don't want to miss these because this is where I announce winners to contests when I have them. And I will announce 2 winners. So stick around for that. But first thing I want to do is thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, liking and subscribing, and just being here to support my channel. Everything you do helps me to grow, and I really truly appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, do the subscribe, like, and the bell to let you know when I post new content, but also please comment. And that really helps me with the algorithm within YouTube's mystery algorithm system. But I wanted to let you know we're going to cover a bunch of things today. All right, so let's get into it. I have 2 fabric hauls this week from local quilt stores here in Utah. One is Heartfelt, which is where I get my machine quilting done, and they're in Sandy, Utah, and the other is at Quilt, etc., and they are also in Sandy, Utah, and there's previous videos on both of those, but be sure to check them out and support them unless you have a local shop that you are able to support. I'm going to go over the Jolly Box from Fat Quarter Shop. We're going to take a sneak peek at what Monday's video is going to be on Makers Monday. I have a small unboxing. I am going to show you the progress on the kite quilt, that yellow and gray one that I was working on. We're going to talk about a couple other block of the month programs, mostly Christmas related, and my plans for those. And some of you have been asking for patterns. Most of my videos, the Monday Maker videos, don't have patterns. I'm just kind of making it up as I go, but I'm giving you instructions. So I realize not everyone can recreate with just hearing. So I'm going to do my best to try to come up with patterns for the bags and for the table runner, and put those on my Soft Squares website where there'll be free downloads, and I'll let you know when that happens. And I apologize, I'm not sure when that will happen, but that's my goal. But hopefully if you have questions, you can reach out to me before you get that. You can always email me at lynn@softsquares.com. Let's talk about winners. I did 2 contests. One started on the Saturday stitch-ation on the 5th, and that one was to give away this, which is some magnets for Christmas magnets from Lori Holt, and this really cute festive holiday fabric called Time for Hot Cocoa. It is Wilmington prints, and it's basically a jelly roll, so it's two 2.5-inch strips of each print, so they're laid out side by side, but look how cute the prints are on there. So I'm giving these 2 things away, and I also said I'd probably throw something else in there, and I did find something. And this is something that was in one of my boxes, my subscription boxes. This is really, really cute. It is comes in this little bag, but what these are wooden coasters. And if you look at them, there's a set of 2. They have quilt print, but they're actually etched in there. They are not painted, and they're exactly the same. Both of them are. And they have the little rubber stoppers. But isn't that cute? So I am giving these 2 coasters away with the magnets and the fabric. And what you had to do to enter that one is you had to use the word gingerbread in your comment, as well as being a visible subscriber so I can see that you're subscribed to my channel. You need to be over 18 and have a US mailing address. And I'll be honest, when I did drawings for both of these contests, this one and the other one I'll tell you about, I was pulling names of people I could not verify if they were subscribed or not. So just keep that in mind and make your subscription visible so I can verify and watch for contests, because I like to do them. And when I hit the 5,000 subscriber mark, there will be another drawing, if not before then. Okay, back to who's the winner. That one I gave you through November 15th to enter, so I gave you about 10 days to enter. And the winner is Janice C. So Janice, I need you to email me at lynne@softSquares.com and let me know your mailing address, and I will get this sent off to you right away. You do have until the day after Thanksgiving, so this coming Friday, to get to me. So you have 7 days to notify me. Otherwise, on next Saturday's video, I'm going to do a drawing for another name. So I'm going to make sure that this gets given away. Hopefully I hear from you. If not, someone else will get an opportunity from that same drawing. So if you haven't already entered, it's too late, but I will pick another name from that group of people. Does that make sense? The other drawing I did, I announced last week on the Saturday Stitch-ation, and I am giving away this t-shirt. It says, I Googled my symptoms. It says I need more fabric. My husband came up with that, and it is so true. And I really like this shirt, other than it's too small. So it's mismarked. It says 2X, but it can't be. Actually, yeah, I don't know what the deal is. This was kind of it was not a ladies shirt. It was a unisex shirt. I've been trying to mix up the options on what you can pick when you do these, and the only thing I can think of is it was just completely marked wrong, or that particular style of shirt runs, it's different than I think it does. So I really think that shirt is more like a medium, maybe a large. For sure it's not big and roomy. So anyway, and I announced that when I was looking at that, but anyway, I'm giving that shirt away, and I have decided, so in addition to that shirt, I'm going to send her Coconut Dreams. It's hand lotion or hand cream for quilty hands. This is a Riley Blake product, so you get a t-shirt and lotion. I bet you want to know who the winner is, right? Both contests had the same qualifications, which is standard for all of my contests, and that is you have to be a US mailing address. I don't care where you live. I'm just going to send what you need to the US, and it can go wherever you want from there. And then be over 18 years old. That was a good one, huh? Over 18 years old, and be a visible subscriber to my channel. Okay, so Deborah Bucco is the winner of the t-shirt, and she's also going to get the hand cream. So congratulations, Deborah. You get these two things. Same rules apply for you. You need to email me at lynne@softsquares.com by the end of the day on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, which is the day before this next Saturday Stitch-ation. So you have 7 days to respond. Let me know that you are aware of this and that you want it, to claim it, or if you don't want it, let me know that too. But I do need your mailing address, and I'll get this off to you right away. And again, if I don't hear from you, I will do I'll pick another winning in next Saturday's video from the same pool of people, and it's too late to enter that one too. But just know contests happen. I have a bunch of Christmas boxes. I'm still waiting on a couple that are more the Advent style. I will be doing unboxings of a daily unboxing instead of an all at once. I don't want to ruin the surprise for everybody. Some of you are getting these boxes, and I want you to be just as surprised as me and everybody else on the day when you open those. So I'm going to do an unboxing starting on December 1st, and I will be having a reveal every day of the Advent / Christmas boxes that are out. And not every box has something for that day. So some of them are like a 12-day thing where it's every other day, or just the last 12 days, or they're 24 days. So I will let you know when that's when those are coming out, but watch for that. They will be a daily unboxing of just what it would be opened up on that day. So hopefully I don't give you too many spoilers. I would like you to have the opportunity, if you want to sign up for these boxes, or if you have them, to, like I said, not ruin your surprise on what's going to be in there. So watch for that. I just picked up my last quilt that was at the Quilters. There will be more going there, but that she had to give back to me. And I'm going to cut the binding out for this. And I think I'm going to use this for the binding. This is the one that had the flower pot fabric, and I think that might be pretty because it would still be tan, so it kind of gives you an idea. But it is noticeable difference from here, and it doesn't clash with the front or the back. I really like that. I was somehow thinking it would probably be something this color, but that's actually a pretty hard color to match. And I'm really liking this. In fact, I just bought this fabric when I picked up this quilt. So I'll show you my find on that after I cut this up. And I can't remember the dimensions of this. 54 by 64. Let's write that down. I think this will be perfect for this. Okay. There we go. So that will be the border on that. And now I'm going to show you what I just got with my fabric haul. And this came from Heartfelt. It's Heartfelt Scrapbooking and Quilting. They're in Sandy, Utah. That store is one of the few scrapbooking stores left in Salt Lake, and they have a lot of stuff in there, and I would highly recommend checking them out if you're interested. But I got this fabric out of their clearance bin. So they have a clearance section where you can get it off of the bolt, and I did get some of that. But honestly, when I'm just building my stash or looking for just a little bit of something, I don't mind going to where they have the pre-cut pieces. Don't mind that at all. And that's where I got this. So this is a little over 2 yards that I picked up. Let's look at that closer. How about that? And look at this one. I am honestly thinking a bag when I see this one. Now I'm kind of in the bag making mood. Maybe I'll start making like grocery bags. I love bags. And this one was just over 2 yards, so could very easily make what I need out of that. I have this. This is almost 3 yards, and I thought it was different. It's really soft. I think this would be pretty as a back on a smaller quilt. A throw size or a baby size. This one. Makes me think of tile. This one, I love a stripe. Really pretty aqua stripe. And I picked it up at the same time I grabbed this one, thinking I'll probably use them together. And I keep going back to the bags when I get these big prints like this. And so inside and outside. I don't know what's really going to happen. And then I did buy the whole bolt that they had of this, which is only 3.5 yards. But look how cute this is. It says, "Happiness is homemade." And it's a teeny tiny little print, little hearts. It's kind of a slate blue. But then it has like this smoky, variegated, I don't know what you call it. I think that's really cute. Now I am going to hopefully be making sewing machine covers, and that might be cute for that. They had this piece right here. It was 2 yards, and it's kind of a denim with all these cute little buttons and shells. I think that would still be a button, all buttons. And then I found coordinating fabric, just different color, also in their sale area. This was a flat fold on this. I went and got off the bolt. So I got a yard of this. No, I got 2 yards of this, and I have 2 yards of this. And I am going to plan. We'll see what happens on using these two together on sewing machine covers. Here's a nice piece. It's almost 3 yards. And this one. I picked this one up at the same time that I picked this one up. And from a distance they could work like a bag where this could be the middle. But I don't know when I put them really close together. I think it still works. Actually, it works better than I thought it did. That lighter color. I was thinking the darker color. I still might put those together. Kind of fun. That was my thought anyway. Here is a summery, kind of patriotic stripe and star print. Cute. It's called Summer Festival by Henry Glass. It's just a pretty soft kind of ivory color with the 2 shades of blue on there. And then this one right here is a good blender. This one is a little over a yard, and it is called Fresh Cut Flowers. And it just has a lot of little colors in there. And I might even have some of that fabric, but I just thought this would be good for anything because that's a kind of a unique color. And I grabbed this one. I don't have a lot of fabrics like this, but I have several projects where I have some fabrics, and I'm gathering stuff that could go with them, so I have more options. So we'll see. These look like lips from a distance, but it's a flower. So there's that one, and there's this pretty one, and do you see like the flowers swirling in this one? Ah, sorry. It's a taupe, a dark taupe on the black. Really pretty. This one right here is by Art. Okay. Art Gallery Fabrics. God, I was struggling with that. Look how pretty that is. It's like a double sketch. Those might be like a focal block in something. To me, it's gray, but it's definitely got a lot going on. And this right here, I was thinking for more of those little Christmas goodie bags. It's a deep green with a gold metallic, and it's not quite a yard, but I can get several little bags out of that. And then I grabbed one of these. Now this is one of those fat quarters on the bolt. So there's actually 8 of them in here, and I'm going to cut them. So look how pretty that one is. That one and this one. We have this one and this one. And then on the inside, we have this and this and these two. So I'm going to get those cut up and folded into a little fat quarter bundle. I'm liking this more than I did when I first picked it up. Can you see all these colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the 8th one? Well, there should be 8. Look how cute that is. So, anyway, I'll get that cut up. Now, this usually is the dividing line on your panels, so that way you cut them and keep them together. And the girl was really good about cutting this straight on the line because she had the 2 ends up close like this. But I can clearly see that this got cut in the middle because this is this is where it should be. And these you want to cut one at a time. As you notice when I was folding them, they are not square. And that's because this is a print. And it's just like the same when you have panels, or even if you are trying to get backing fabric, the best thing to do is to square it up using some starch, a little bit of water. For a backing, there's a lot of tearing that goes on where you rip it following the grain of the thread. And anytime you see a 108-inch bolt, that's a lot of times how they're going to cut it, is by ripping it, because then it will straight, it follows the grain. So even though it doesn't look square, once you get it squared up, it will be fine. So that's just what happens when you get something that's pre-printed. I like to see everything I have. Let's do it this way. Pretty. Sometimes it's good to use the selvage from the line. That way you have the words on it. I don't know if I do on this one. Oh, here we go. Designer bolt, new leaf stitches. I'm going to use that as my tie because it is actually the name of what I'm playing with. Go. Have a new back quarter bundle. While in Heartfelt, I picked up a kit because she had some that she was clearancing at 50% off, and she had 2 of these. One of them was more green, so I think she was out of the yellow toner when this got printed. So I grabbed this one. The other one was definitely more green, but you can still, that blue should be this. But it's cute. It's an advent calendar. And I've been wanting to make one, and I still will. But this was like a quick and easy just to get me something, and they're big. Because these right here are panels taking from here. And maybe you trim them down a little bit, I don't know yet. But they're a good size panel. So, and Santa's cute, but he's not really my thing. I'm more into snowmen. So he'll be cute, but I'm thinking he might end up somewhere else. But, or I still haven't decided. I might actually swap out all the Santas for completely different fabric. But let me show you what came in this kit. This is the border. It's kind of like that wave like on postage stamp. And that is the theme with this one. The little envelopes, North Pole, December 25th at 12 a.m., 1897. Santa, I would like an official radio flyer sled. Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is Santa, enjoy the milk and cookies. I have been extra good this year to Santa Claus, 25 Main Street, North Pole. And so this is there, and then there's also here it is in red. And I'm guessing this speckled look that's on here is also going on down here because it's not a real crisp, sharp white where the lines are. Kind of gives it a weathered look, like it's really been through the mail. So there's that, but here's the little waves, and that's where we're seeing there. And then I got some yellow fabric, a little bit of green, some polka dots, some of this in the red. This is all part of the kit. And then there's this really cute print. Actually, I'll show you in the bigger piece. Here it is in green, but it's a postcard. $0.25, clause 25, place stamp here. Oh, so it's like a postcard. Anyway, so that's the fabric that came with this. It does make sense, I think, to leave the Santa in here because it is part of a line, and it's really cute. This is called Tidings of Great Joy for Quilting Treasures. And let's look at this one a little closer. And that is the line. So we have, I don't know what that is saying. You guys have to tell me what you think that is. Okay. December. There he is with his bag of goodies. This is like a stamp. Wow. It's nice old looking. Here's another cute one with a stamp mark on it. Yep. Postcard with a postage stamp on it. Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there's no Santa Claus. Papa says if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? So I'm not sure what that means, but the sun is bolded. Makes me wonder if that is the name of a newspaper. If you guys know the story or history behind that or what that could be, let me know. And I cannot make this out. It might even be in German. Isn't that kind of where Santa came from? He's getting ready. What is he holding? Now I'm puzzled. Looked like a glass of wine, but then it looked like his hat. All right, I need to not worry about it, but what is it? If you can see what it is, tell me. So anyway, these are the pockets. And the way the pattern calls for it, this is the inside of the pocket, and this is the outside of half of the pockets. And then there's an envelope style pocket on the opposite one. So I'm gonna embellish this and make it my own because I don't like to follow patterns. And that's my big find for today at Heartfelt. I wanted some more yardage options. I was finding I didn't have what I wanted. I also picked this up by So Emma. It is Oh So Clean brush and cloth set, and I sure could use this. Look how cute this is. It has a little microfiber polishing cloth like you use on your glasses, but look, it's a quilt. And it has these two little brushes. Now these are different than what come in your machine and what I have seen in the past. So I like that this is long. You can get down into your machine and clean things out. And this is a little stiffer. It looks like a paintbrush, but look, it's got some stiffening, you know, some metal in it, but it is bendy. Isn't that cute? Please like and subscribe. I got my package from Cotton Cuts. This is my thread subscription. This comes monthly. It seems to be a 15 weight thread, which is thick, but it's also very soft. Be good for embroidery. And this month it is brown. I always include this motivational thought and a pattern that we can pick from off their website. We always get a pencil with a funny little thing on it, or a cute little thing. Imagine the possibilities. We always get a block of the month and then a diagram where we can color to see how we want that to lay out. And on here are the two blocks you get to pick from for the month of November, and then they give you a code that's under my finger. So you can go and claim one of those for free, or get both of them and just pay for the other one. So here is our subscription. Ours. Yours, mine, ours. They hold it together with washi tape so it doesn't rattle around in there. So let me free it all. But they're really pretty browns. Very, very pretty. There's always a white, and there's always a variegated. And then here are the other shades of brown. Very pretty chocolatey brown. This box from Cotton Cuts, I got another one this month. This is for thread. They already sent me one this month, and these are the threads. And then they sent me a little email saying that there was a mistake on their part, and that's bonus. They sent the wrong type of thread. So they were sending me another package with the right thread, and I get to keep these. So I got basically 2 for 1 this month. 2 different thicknesses. That's the big difference with this. I use little washi tape to hold it in place. So separate all that. So the difference is the orange spool versus the red spool, and it has to do with the thickness of the thread. This is more of an embroidery or applique thickness. So can you see the difference with that shine between what I should have got and what I did receive earlier? It's thicker, and I'm really sorry about the glare. But basically, here's the one I'm supposed to have gotten. And it's a little thicker. Maybe you could see with the white too. They're just thicker. So what they are sending is a 12, which is, like I said, it's thicker. Great for wanting to see your stitches for applique or embroidery. This is a 50 weight. Your normal sewing machine thread is more like a 40. So it's quite thicker. So anyway, I got 2 for 1 this month, and they sent that out. So anyone of you that are doing the same block may have received the same thing, or you're getting double. This is my thread organization. How's that? That's just some of my sewing threads. Anything that's on these small spools like this are in here. I have a lot of embroidery threads and sewing threads and colored threads, and they're organized differently, but just didn't have anything for this, and I was keeping them in a little tin and I outgrew it, so now we're in this big one. I'm a quilter. What's your superpower? Let's talk about Christmas block of the month quilts. I showed you this in last week's Saturday stitch-ation, and I believe I showed this one the week before. This is a free stitch-along, sampler stitch-along through American Quilting, American Patchwork and Quilting. It is a magazine, and they have a website, and this, oh, the picture got cut off. You can generally see what it is. It's a pieced, not really. Anyway, it's cute. So these are two different blocks that are samplers for Christmas. And so I'm going to try to work on both of these. This is what they call block of the month. This one could be done a block of the month because it's 12 different blocks. They are actually, they have a schedule. So every couple of weeks, actually every week, they're releasing 2 blocks so that you can get everything you need for this. Right now I'm just downloading the patterns. It comes in a 12-inch, and on some of them they're offering a 6-inch option for these, for each of the blocks. The only difference is like the tree block is a 6x12, and some of them, and the tree block of the snowman block, so they can't be changed in their size, but you'll have some liberty with that. So I'm going to do this throughout the year. Next year my goal is to maybe do one a month. We'll see how that goes, but I'll be doing that, and then also be doing this one. I thought I'd be starting this in November. It's still middle of November and I haven't started yet, so that still may happen. But this is the Peppermint Lane block of the month by It's So Emma, and it is really darling. They're using fabrics from Vintage Holiday Collection by Bonnie and Camille. And so what I'm going to do, and this just shows you what you need for each block. I have everything I need pattern wise because this is still released, but I don't have to wait for anything to come in the mail. I don't have to wait for fabrics. I'm going to figure this out. So I went on a little shopping thing looking for fabrics. I went into Quilt, etc. If you have not been into that store, check my past videos. I did a fabric haul from there. It's a fun store here in Sandy, Utah. Okay, so anyway, I'm thinking this would be for this one. It's not necessarily Christmas, but it can definitely work because I need gingerbread. So I'm going to use these for gingerbread. Here's a couple greens, there's a little blue, several whites, and that has a star. And there's actually a rooftop, so I might put the roof on it, and then a couple reds. So I'm going to just play with that. But that's my goal, is this for that. And these were scraps. They're not necessarily a set. They might be, but these are pre-cut fat quarters that the shop puts together based off of leftovers. So this was like 20 bucks for 15 fat quarters. So that's why I grabbed that one. Same with this one. This is not necessarily a set, but they're similar. And this one I do want to do solids. I like what they've done where they've got the solids. It does give me my fabric requirements. Not there. So I have fabric requirements for both of them. And I do need quite a bit of yardage. The main thing is the background on both of these needs yardage, the backing and the borders, which we can worry about all that later, the borders. It has a lot of half yard. I don't know, I'm just gonna play with them. I'm just gonna see what I can come up with these for this. Now in here, it's got this really pretty, I don't know what you call this, kind of a gray blue. But in here there's 2 fabrics, this one and the gray one, that have a little teeny dot to them. So they're not necessarily solid. So I may or may not end up using those. I do have a lot of solids, but nothing in the Christmas flavors, which I felt this would work. So I am excited to use this for this. Looks like there's a white on white polka dot in here, and then this little tiny tree, red and white tree print on this ivory color. So I'm going to start with this and see what happens with it. And I believe these are Moda, and I can possibly find more if I need it, but I'm fine with each block being different. I don't need to have these 2 blocks be red. The hat I'd probably want red, but I might make the mitten, you know, different color. And then and actually they're using pink, so there's my pink. Regardless, these are my plans for them. 2 different blocks. I'm not going to be doing sew-alongs with these or block of the month videos. I will update you on my Saturday situation on my progress of these, and we'll see how that goes. So right now I'm just gathering all my information, putting it in my little bags. I did a fabric haul this week of yardage because I'm looking for fabrics that would be really good for backings, and again, they're sale and clearance items, and this is just so pretty. But then I picked this up, but I didn't even think of it, like, but these two could work in like the same quilt, like totally, like I'm a Valley girl all of a sudden. Sorry. Anyway, so these two, I have yardage. I think as part of the Christmas boxes that I'm getting, I've got the Jolly box from Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm debating if I should open this now or if I should wait until I'm doing the Advent ones. The reason I might do this sooner is this is a project. It's not an Advent type thing, although there should be other things in there. It is a substantially more valued and bigger box than their monthly box, but it too is a Christmas quilt. Okay, I just talked myself into it. All right, going to give you a little bit of update. A few weeks ago, I was talking about going to Boise to join my husband, who had already taken off on a little road trip to see a bunch of sporting events, because he likes to see as many events and teams as he can and different venues, and he's been keeping track of that forever. And that weekend, he was going to hit the 500 stadium or venue mark, and he hit like 503 or 504, and here we are 2 weeks later, and I don't know if he has any new ones, but he sure has a lot more teams that he's added. So he's just funny, and I love it, and he's off doing it again right now. But I did not end up joining him because I was flying in to Boise to meet him, and then we were going to drive back together, but my flight kept getting bumped later and later and later, and he was going to have to pick me up in the middle of the night, and I was going to be there for a very short period of time, and it would have not made any sense, so I stayed home. So I was looking forward to going, and I didn't even go. So that's my exciting news about that. But good news is my husband did hit his 500 stadiums. He's such a geek. It's awesome. I have not updated anything with the cozies. I've been really busy. I have had a lot of doctor's appointments and dealing with my dog and life and getting ready for Christmas, and I don't even know what takes my time up, but I feel like I just don't have enough. But I'm really stressed because I'm going in for shoulder surgery middle of December, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm not going to be able to lift over my head or lift anything heavy. I can do things with my fingers, so typing will be fine. I might be able to sew, but I can't reach up here other than with this hand to get things down, and it's going to be in a sling for like 5 weeks, and then I have several months of a slow healing process. They're saying it could be like 5 months, so it's not going to be like my carpal tunnel where I kind of fall off the face of the earth. You will hear from me, and I'm going to keep up this schedule, but I'm stressed because I want to try to get some videos pre-made prior to that date, and the holidays are coming up. So I have not gotten back to revisit the cozies, but they are going to be Christmas gifts, so they will get done eventually, and I will update you when they come out. And the funny thing is my husband and I only have one bowl cozy. That was a gift a couple years ago, and since we moved, I'm not sure where it is. And lately we've been doing a lot of soups and things, and at the dinner table the other day he goes, gee, it would sure be nice to have one of those soup cozies. So I need to get some of these in our kitchen, and I just thought it was funny that we need them. We're not even using them. Show and tell will be coming up hopefully this next week. Get to see video number 3 of my completed quilts for 2022. I don't know that there'll be another video for the end of the year just due to timing and stuff, but those 3 videos, 1, 2, and 3, are what I've completed this year. There are some other quilt tops that have not been completed, and those will come out in another year. another time whenever that happens. But I wanted to show you, not today, but I am going to do a show and tell of my quilts that I had made prior to making videos, because I have a lot of them and I just like to share. Some of them have some small recap videos at the beginning of my playlists, but I think I'm going to do a show and tell on the older ones, and most of my video or my quilts that I still have are available on my Etsy store, which is also where you can get these shirts. So go to softsquares.etsy.com, and that's where you can get your shirt. You pick your color, your size, and your logo or whatever you want on it. But the quilts are there too, and not that you need to go buy them, but just go look and see what they are. But I'm also going to do a show and tell video, so I thought that would be fun and something to look forward to if you don't want to go hunting for that. Let's take a sneak peek into Makers Monday's upcoming video. I am making coasters. This is what's going to be happening in Monday's, the Monday Maker. So cute. Sneak preview. I think it's that time of year when my sewing machines want some attention, because I just took 2 in to get serviced and they came back, but while they were gone I was using a different one, and now that one is going in because it did not like what I was doing at all. But the other 2 are back, and my Sweet 16 is still not able to be used because the timing needs to be fixed, and my husband, because of his wrist surgery, is just now given the go-ahead that he can start torquing and twisting on his wrist, which is the maneuvers he has to do to get in there and adjust the timing on that Sweet 16. And I have a feeling, because he has so many other things to do and my upcoming surgery, that I'm probably not going to actually get to do anything on that for a little bit. Just kind of the way that goes, right? My goal when I am limited on what I can do is to get some videos ahead of time, but also to get things planned out on things I can do that won't require a lot of movement. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But I'm hoping to do some embroidery and some scan and cut things, working on some smaller projects. Nothing really big. It's going to be kind of hard, other than maybe just building a block, but as far as assembling, that's probably not going to be happening, or for sure binding, that won't be happening. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. Want to see what I've been working on this week? This is block 11 for the Holly Jolly quilt through Annie's Kits. I've got the applique pressed on, and now what's left is to do the top stitch around everything. And there are over 50 little pieces of applique that I had to cut and peel the backing off and adhere into the right spot. And that was quite a job, but it was fun. But now I'm ready for an even bigger job, and that is top stitching all those different colors. So I hope to be getting that done soon, and you'll be seeing additional video for that. And Annie's is sending me block 9, the one I'm missing, so that will be coming out shortly, and then we'll be putting the quilt together. I'm so excited. I'm slowly getting my bindings done. I have to show you. These are mirror image matching, and the only difference is their back color. They have the same print, and we use a variegated color that matches the back. So this one has the purple variegated through it, and this one has the blue. And these are for sisters. Isn't that cute? And then I used Tula Pink right here, and I also used it going around the edge. Went really well with this. For those of you who are not familiar with Tula Pink, I want to show you up close the fabric that I used on the border. Isn't that cute? It's variegated. How about that? That's why I picked it for these little quilts. Thanks for being here today, guys. I sure appreciate you being here and supporting me. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, and tell everyone you know about my channel. Be sure to watch for more updates. Keep in mind this is a weekly series that will come out Saturdays at 3 p.m. as well as the Makers Monday on Mondays at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.